Hi everyone, this is Shegun from P3D, and in today's tutorial we're going to be making this simple review animation. It promises to be fun and amazing. Without wasting much time, let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing I'm just going to do is I'm going to press A to delete everything in my scene, and the next thing I'll do is I'll just press Shift A, and what we're going to do is I'm just going to add in a plane. So I'm going to scale it 10 times, and then I'll come to my modifiers panel here, and then I'm just going to select the solidify modifier. Cool. And then I'm just going to drag it down like this. So the way the animation is going to go basically is that we're going to be applying some boolean cuts, some different booleans, and then we're going to be sequencing them on top of each other, and then it's gonna look as if it's being activated and opening. So the first cut I would like to give is a cube. So I'm going to just scale the cube 2 times, and then I'm just going to press Q to apply the scale. And then what I'll do now is I'm just going to press SZ um, to scale on the Z axis, Q to apply scale. Again, if you have not added it to quick favorites, what you do is you press Ctrl A. But in my last video I talked about applying the basic operations in Blender, adding them to quick favorites is going to save you a lot of time. Alright, so with that done now, what I'll do is I'm just going to press GZ to bring this up, and I think the scale is a little bit too small, so let's just scale it like this as well. Okay, that's cool. Then continue to apply scale again, or you press Q. Now cool, now we're going to be applying some different cuts. Now shift click on the plane, and I'm just going to give it some difference boolean. In case you don't have the add-on turned on, it's the bool tool add-on. Just come to your edit preferences. So we're going to be using it add-ons, then just type in bool tool, make sure it's enabled so that you can do what I'm about to. So I'm just going to select difference, and now you can see that it's cutting through. So basically this is what we're going to be doing for the rest, just applying some series of boolean cuts. So I'm just going to press Shift A now, and again what we can do this time around is we can just add a circle, then you can scale it like 5 times. Yeah, that's perfect. Then you can tab into edit mode, press E to extrude, then S to scale inwards, just to give it different aspects. Then all you can do now is press GZ to bring it up like this, then tab into edit mode, press A to select everything, then just press E to extrude downwards like that. And if I press Alt Z, what you can do is you can go to edge mode, shift Alt and select this one right here, and then I'm just going to press Ctrl B to just bevel that like that, which is cool. Now you can press Q shade auto smooth, same thing with the cutter, Q shade auto smooth, and then select the plane as well, shade auto smooth, which is nice. So we'll do the next thing again, press Q to apply scale, then select the plane, you know what we're about to do, apply another difference boolean like that, which is cool. Now again we repeat the same step. This time around let's just press Shift A again. Let's use a cube this time around, not a circle. So scale it like 7 times. Yeah, something like that is cool. Scale it on the Z axis because that is way too much. Now what we want to do is I'm just going to tab into edit mode now, and I'll press Alt Z. Then I'm just going to select this 4 edges right here, and I'm just going to press Ctrl B to bevel to have something like this, which is nice. So what I'll do is I'll go to face mode by pressing 3, and I'm just going to press Alt Z so that I'm see what I'm doing. Then I'm going to select the face that is at the bottom as well. I'm just going to press I to insert a face like this. Then what I'll do is I'll just press delete, then delete faces. Let's just go to top view, deselect everything, Alt Z, press F to fill in the face here, click and drag over this as well, F to fill in the face, click and drag, F to fill in the face. Let's do this again. So let's select this one, should click on this, not G, F to fill in the face, click and drag over this, F to fill in the face, shift click on this, shift click on this, F to fill in the face, drag over this, F to fill in the face, and if I just press Alt Z to go out of my X-ray mode, it remains this one right here. So top view again, Alt Z, deselect everything, shift click, F to fill in the face. Now the reason why we're doing that is for our difference boolean to be applied to it, because if the fields are not filled in, for some reasons it doesn't work. I discovered that. So I'm just going to press Shift Alt and then select this bottom ring of edges right here. I'm just going to press what's that? Okay, let's apply scale. Let's press Q to apply scale to this. I'm just going to press Ctrl B, yeah, and I just want to bevel it like that. Leave the number of segments to 1, right, which is cool. Now press slash to go back to your global view, and I'm just going to shift click on the plane again, apply another difference boolean, which is nice. Now what you can do is you can just scale the plane maybe twice, like that, in case it's too small. All right, cool. So that's just it. Like, I feel like we can go on now. So the next thing I'll do is let's just add in some more cubes towards this side again, just to add some bit of design. So I'm just going to press GY and bring it somewhere around here, and then I'm just going to scale it on the Y. GY, bring it here, something like this. Then if I select it now, if I just press tab to go into edit mode, first off, let's apply the scale. Tab to go into edit mode, select these 4 edges right here, and again we're just going to bevel that. This time you can increase the number of segments to maybe like 4. Yeah, perfect. And Z, okay, just shade that auto smooth, which is nice. Now, so what I'll do is I'm just going to just come to my modifiers panel here and give it a mirror modifier. I'm going to click on the plane, change the axis from X to Y, and what I'll do next now is I'm just going to press Shift D now to duplicate this, and then I'm going to bring it around here, and I'm going to press first off, let's apply the mirror. So apply the mirror for this one, and I'm just going to press R90, and I'm just going to press GY again, just bring it into the middle here. Perfect. Then you can press GX to bring it in, which is really nice. So you can press Q here, origin to geometry, same thing for this one, origin to geometry, then Q to apply scale, we apply the mirror to this, so this as well, apply the mirror, shift click, Ctrl J. Now they are one. Now you know what you want to do, right? So apply the scale again, then shift click, difference. All right, this is cool. Now basically we are done with the cutters. Now come to my end frame here. Let's just keep it as 100 frames for the animation. Now the way we're going to be animating this is we're just going to be using what we call an empty object. So we're going to be using the empty to sequence it. So if I just press Shift A and I add in an empty first of all, so I'm just going to use the sphere. Now what I'll do is if I go to my front view or side view, you can see, let's just hide the plane. You can see that the empty is here and the cutters are already here. So I want to select all the cutters and then just press GZ to move it up above the empty. Now that when that is done, I want you to, like, what we're going to do now is we're going to be sequencing the cutters. So you can see that if we move this down, this is going to be the first one. If I just bring back the plane, this cutter is going to be the first one to touch the plane, followed by this one, then this, then I can just press GZ to move this up as well, then this will be the last one. So what I'll do now is I'm just going to, let's drag over everything and select the empty as well, then shift click on the empty last, then press Ctrl P, object keep transform. Now that's cool. So what I'll do is if I just come to my first frame here, I just want to press I, and I'm just going to press location. Then if I just come to my, let's say the 20th frame here, what I'll do now is I'm just going to press GZ, and I just want this to pass through something like this is okay. So you can see that. So if I press I, location, so if I play this back now, this is what we have. Can you see that? Cool, isn't it? So you see that it's coming and boom, it's just giving like that transition as if something is moving, just cutting through. So yeah, that's just pretty much it. Now we can make it let's change the interpolation type to linear, and if we play this now, yeah, that's cool. Now the next thing we want to do now is immediately this one is coming down right here, right in the middle here, we just want a door to open. So what I'll do is I'll select, let me hide the plane, and I'm just going to click and drag over the empty and the cutters, and then I'm going to move them to a new collection. Let's just call that cutters, and then I'm just going to click OK. So Alt H to bring back everything. Now in the cutter selection, I can just disable it or hide it now. So I'm just going to press Shift A, and then we're going to add in a cube. So I'm going to add in a cube. Now what I'll do is, what I want the cube to do is, like, we know for sure that the empty is stopping on frame 20. So what I want is that, let's say 5 frames later, let's say on frame 25, this cube right here is just going to be opening up to allow, let's say, our object that we want to show to pass through. So what I'll do now is, let's just scale this like 2 times first of all, yeah, which is cool. Then press Q to apply scale. We can just press Alt Z to select these 4 edges again. Let's just give it a bit of a bevel. Now you can reduce the number of segments if you want to, which is nice. Then maybe let's say the down part here too as well. No, that really doesn't matter. So what I'll do now is I'm just going to press Q, shade auto smooth, Q, apply scale. So what I'll do is, if I come to my item here, I want the door to obviously open. So what I'll do is I'm just going to press on the x-axis. I just want to move it inwards like this. So let's say like let's just type it in like on the x. I'm just going to type in 0.03, and that done, I can just press I over this to add in some keyframe. Then let's say like on frame 35 or 10 frames later, let's just use 30, 5 frames later, and I want this to open up. So scale it on the x again, and boom, you have that. So again, just press I over it. So if we play this now, yeah, you can see that is opening up. Cool, isn't it? So what we want to do now is do the same thing. I'm just going to shift click on this, and now go to your bool tool, and then just apply your difference boolean. So now if I just turn off overlay, this is what we have, and then it's just opening up. So that's just basically how the animation was created. Now for the opening and bringing of, let's say, the products you want to review, so let's just quickly touch that as well. What I'll do is I'm just going to press Shift A, and I'm going to add in, let's say, a cube. I'm going to scale it on the Z axis a bit like this, S to scale, make sure it doesn't touch like that. Then what we'll do is, if I turn on my overlay again, and I select this cube, this one right here, you can see that the animation is ending on the 30th frame. So I want the location of this one right here to be below that of the cutter. So let's say on frame 27, for example, I'm just going to press not F, I'm going to press GZ to bring this down like this, and then I'm just going to press I location. Then immediately this animation finishes and opens up, I'm just going to, let's say, on the 34th frame here, and then I'm just going to press GZ, no, not there, I'm going to press GZ to bring it up like this. No, let's move it up again like this. Yeah, that's cool. So I'm just going to press I location. Now you can just bring this first keyframe towards this to make it faster. So again, if I turn off overlays and play, yeah, you can see it coming up. Now to just add in some bit of twist, what we can do is, I want the interpolation type, just press T and to be busier. Then what I'll do is I'll just press Control Tab to go to my graph editor, press Home key to bring out the animation. So on the Z axis here, I just want to select this undo and then just bring it like this. So it's just going to give it like that sharp end, you see, whoop, and then it just comes like that. So cool, that's just what I want to do. So if we play everything again, transition, boom, that's just it. Now what you can do is, to review the object that you want, you can just select any object. I have a burger I made for the scene here. So what I'll do is I'll just select this burger right here. Let me press GZ to move everything up first of. Let's come to my top view. Let's just scale that down. Press S to scale that down. GZ to bring it up like this. I think that is perfect. So what we are going to do now is, let's just firstly press Shift A and add in a camera to our scene. So we want it to be looking from this perspective. So what I'll do is I'm just going to press Control Alt number pad 0 to align my camera to this view here. Then I can just press G to move it around. Then for the perspective, you can just give it a perspective of 80. Alright, so I'm just going to press G and then I'm going to drag out like this. Alright, cool. For the review, all you just need to do is basically select whatever object you have, and then just select this board right here that brings it up, and then just press Ctrl P, object keep transform. Now anywhere it goes, it follows. So boom, opens up. Yeah, press A, you can see that the whole animation is less than 40 actually. So let's keep the end at 40, not 100. And what we're going to do now is if I just come to my viewport shading right here, now by default I have an HDR lighting my scene. I explained in the last tutorial, it's called abandoned sleepway, and you can get this HDRI from HDRI Haven. So what we'll do is I'm just going to select this plane, and then I'm just going to give it a material. I'm just going to keep it at the base color of let's say black, and then select this as well. Let's give it the same material. Now for the material, what we'll do is let's just make it metallic, so give it a value of 1, and then the roughness you want to turn it down, just reduce it like this, and boom. Now for lighting, we're not going to be using the whole of the HDRI to light our scene, so we're going to reduce the strength. So firstly what I'll do is I'll just press Shift A, and then I'm just going to add in a light. Let's say an area light. I'm going to press GZ to grab it up, and then I'm just going to scale like this. Then for the power, what we can do is I'm just going to give it a power of, let's say, 500 watts, which is cool. Then for the background, the HDR I'm using to light, I'm just going to reduce the strength of the background to something like 0.4. Yeah, cool. And then what I'm going to do next is let's add in some reflectors. So I'm just going to press Shift A, and this time around I'm going to add in a plane. Then what I'll do is I'm just going to press G to bring it somewhere around here, R to rotate. Then I can scale it like let's say 5 times, and go to my top view, let's bring it somewhere around here instead, and then press R to rotate. So yeah, you have this. Then let me press Alt R, let's just change the rotation of that. So let's press RX, let's just do like 90. Then yeah, something like this is cool. Then you can just rotate it like this. Yeah, that's much better than the first one. Then you can press Shift D to duplicate, then press R again to just rotate it and bring it somewhere around here. Now for the material for this one, what we'll do is just come to your materials panel, give it a new material, then change the surface from principled to emission. Then for the strength, you can just give it like a strength of 5, and if I turn on my viewport shading now, yeah, you can see this is what we have. Then you can give this one the same material as that one as well. I think this material 1, which is cool. Now looking through our camera perspective, boom, this is what we have. For where you render the animation, let's just click on this folder right here. Then you can just anywhere you want to place it, basically you can just create a new folder, then name it whatever you want. I don't know, let's just call it animation or anim. Then I'm going to double click on that folder, click accept. Then once that is done, for the file format, leave it as PNG, then just press Ctrl F12 and you're good to go. Alright guys, that will be all for today's tutorial. Please, if you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, you can show me your renders on Instagram. I'm at Segun Ajayi 196. See you soon.